everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the Hunt for Harmony.
Welcome.
I am James Hunt.
I am Jaqua.
And we are a couple who've been married 27 years. We're not counselors, therapists, ministers, pastors, or preachers. We just like to share. We consider ourselves marriage coaches. Mm-hmm. And because we've been through a lot in our marriages, we want to share some of those downfalls and some of the knowledge that we've gained over the years.
Yes.
And hope that it'll help you with your marriage. And knowing that whatever's going on, all is not lost.
All is not lost. And you're still, no matter where you are, you're in the position to create the marriage you want.
Exactly. So we want to thank all the viewers.
Thank you.
Our faithful viewers, we thank you for tuning in. We thank you for sharing and subscribing, and we hope that you'll continue to do that. And for the new viewers, welcome. And we hope that you get something from this that could, help you in creating the marriage you want.
And if you don't, let us know. If you do, let us know. Please comment.
Yeah, we really like comments and questions, and, shoot them to us so we can discuss those.
Yes, please do.
Okay.
And if you didn't join us last week, we spoke about 6 threats to your marriage, 6 things that you could ask yourself, 6 questions you should ask yourself, and just, a little check in with yourself to see how things are going, to see if you're the reason your marriage sucks. No, I'm kidding.
But go back and take a look at it. I think it's pretty informative. Things that you can think about and evaluate your marriage on, and make adjustments from there. Yes.
And then this week we'll be talking about a very simple topic.
Very simple.
But it's something that...
so hard for people to do.
Well, I don't know if it's so hard or... Well, not to get ahead of ourselves. I think it's number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. The topic is the power of please and thank you.
Dum, 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 dum.
The power of please and thank you. It makes me... I think about when I was younger, my mom used to always say to us, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Yeah. And it's kind of like that. And then as a teacher, these are some of the words that we teach our kids to use when they're learning to communicate and socialize with their peers. But I find that in marriages, we sometimes begin to forget to use please and thank you. And I think it's number 1 because we begin to take our spouses for granted. And I think we all do it. I think it's just a natural thing after you've been with someone for so long, and they always do my blah, blah, blah. They always make my coffee in the morning. They always take my card and fill it up at the gas station. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't say thank you when things are done for you. Or when you're sitting on the sofa and you want something to drink, you don't just say, hey, hand me a bottle of water. Please, that really does make a difference.
It makes does. A difference. It makes a big difference. And I'll go out on a limb because I am a guy, because I've observed a lot of guys in their marriages and even in just relationships where the guys seem to do it more than the women. Based on what I've seen, okay?
I think it's a lot.
Okay, I'll say a lot of guys.
But see, because I know of women who, like their husbands go and get gas, or they take out the trash. That's a good one. They take out the trash. And they figure, he's supposed to take out the trash.
Right, right. Well,
why is he supposed to take out the trash?
But the thing is you that becomes a problem. The spouse feels unappreciated, and it takes away from the marriage. It takes away from the intimacy. It takes away from me just liking to be with you.
Right.
So it's very important that you learn, even if you have to force yourself initially to say please and thank you. I don't know why you wouldn't, but there's some reasons, I guess. You could be a selfish individual. You could have been raised where, we didn't say that around my house, but that doesn't mean you don't do it.
Who doesn't say please and thank you?
I mean, I'm sure there are
Okay, I'm
plenty of
just, that just seems
households
strange.
where people don't say please and thank you.
Right, I guess.
Because it takes an effort. That has to be taught. And in some places, it's just not taught.
Well, I think, too, to go back to something you just said, even if the person who is completing the tasks also feel like that's their job or responsibility, it never hurts to show your appreciation for someone doing something for you.
And that leads me to this, roles.
Right, because, we've kind of gotten into who does what.
Who does what. And that's a bad...
Can't say bad.
Okay. Stay away from bad.
Well, I mean, because...
That is not the best thing for your spouse or for your marriage. And that's for you to... It's not...
Well, see, it depends.
Well, wait, let me finish this, and then you can say what it depends on.
Okay.
But for me to say, my wife has to cook me dinner, that's her job. My wife has to take the kids to school, that's her job. My wife knows I want this, and she's going to fix this when I ask her to, or when I say to fix this, because that's her job. That's not fair to your wife. That's not showing any appreciation at all. I think the best thing you can do to show that you appreciate what your spouse is doing for you is to reciprocate it. Without them having to ask. Mm-hmm. Do it because, hey, my wife or my husband, they were nice enough, they were sweet enough to do this for me. I'm going to do this for them. There are no strings attached. I'm not expecting anything. That's when the marriage starts getting better, in that area.
Now, the reason I said it depends, of course, I agree with you wholeheartedly, but I say it depends because there are some women and men who believe, and they agree in their marriage, they agree that I am supposed to do this and you are supposed to do that. So as long as they agree.
And I see that. Agreeing, that's great. But my advice to you is to try to reciprocate it for one another.
Yeah, try to do something different by all means.
Because
Absolutely.
You will see the difference in how your spouse feels, how your spouse responds to you. Just because, not because she's or he is doing their role, but it's because we're sharing these things.
Right. We're doing it together.
We're doing it together.
Right.
See, we as a society, we've already got this set of people doing this set of people have to do that, and there's no unity.
Right.
So you need some unity. Everybody needs to be doing these things together, and it's going to make a difference in your marriage.
I agree. Completely agree.
All right.
So that's it. That is short and sweet.
To the point.
Please and thank you.
Please.
Powerful words.
Yes. Please
Powerful words.
and thank you.
So test it out over the week. Add a little please to the end of a request. Say thank you when something is provided or given to you or done for you. Add a little please. Add a little thank you. And those are powerful words, powerful gestures, and you'll see the results.
Well, one thing before we close, in light of this pandemic, with the outbreak of this Delta variant of COVID, this is our public service announcement. No, I'm kidding. But no, on the serious side, this thing is really beginning to take off and spread. And a lot of it is because, some people feel like, oh, it's my right not to wear a mask. And you're right. It is your right not to wear a mask if you don't want to. But if we're going to get control of this, please wear your mask when you're indoors, wear your mask when you're outdoors in crowded spaces, just to prevent the spread, because nobody wants to go back to where
quarantine,
everything is being shut down, which I don't believe that they're going to governors and they're not going to do that.
No, I don't think they'll do that.
They're willing to sacrifice your life.
Exactly.
To save the economy. And that's the way you have to look at it. I mean, we have to take care of one another because Politicians, they're not thinking about the people, which is what they're supposed to be there for. They're thinking about how they're going to get elected the next time. So please do not listen to these news outlets and things like this about the vaccinations and so forth, because
wait a minute, don't listen to them about what?
About vaccinations, period, unless it's coming from the CDC, the Surgeon General, because all these outlets, they have their angles, they have their agendas, and they're trying to push one side or the other. But the CDC, I can truly say, they're about the health of the people, that these people take their jobs really seriously. And I'll say this quickly. I had a patient I saw today. He said, you got this side saying this and you have that side saying that, and I don't know what to believe, so I'll do absolutely nothing. And he's positive for COVID.
And he's positive.
Went to a reunion. Nobody was wearing masks. Multiple people, class reunion, they have COVID because they probably feel the same way. I'm sick of these people because I don't know what to believe. So I'm just going to do nothing and see what happens.
Don't do nothing.
You can't do nothing. Wear a mask.
Nothing.
Period. It's not going to hurt you to wear a mask for a few minutes when you're in a crowd of people. All right.
Or avoid the crowd altogether.
At least until this thing gets under control. And the key, again, is, nobody can force you to be vaccinated. But before the vaccinations, there were 600,000 deaths. Since the vaccinations, there have been 21,000 deaths. But those vaccinations didn't cause the death. They had other issues. Okay. But I'll take my chances with 21,000 versus 600,000. So think about it. And for African Americans who think that, they might be experimenting on me, and African Americans aren't the only one getting this vaccination. Okay. Every race is getting this vaccination. So that shouldn't be a fear of yours. To dispel another myth, the vaccination doesn't stay. The vaccine doesn't stay in your body. It's a dead virus that they inject, a very small amount, just so your body can produce something to fight it. Okay? You don't have to worry about it running around in your system. It gets killed off. That's why you get your fevers. That's why you get the little body aches for 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, and then you feel great again. The vaccines are worth it. And that's my push for vaccines. Okay? Because most of the people who are being hospitalized and most of those deaths are, not all, most are due to unvaccinated people.
Right.
So take care of yourselves, take care of your families. Don't make this a political thing or my rights thing. It's your job to take care of the people around you. And if everybody thought the same way, we'd be good.
Yeah. It'd be past by now.
Yeah, it'd be gone by now. All right. So I'm getting off my soapbox. And
let me give you a step.
So we want everybody to have a great week.
Yes.
Please do subscribe, continue to subscribe, continue to share and like us.
Yes.
And send us comments, questions.
Yes.
We look forward to it. And we'll see you next week here on The Hunt for Harmony at 7:30 Thursday night.
Bye-bye.
Take care.